Now initially we weren't going to put these into a cage. I think it looks a bit extreme for them. But at the end of the day, if we'd put them on the ground, all sorts of predators would be having a pop at them. So there's about 90 in here. They've got plenty of room. It looks a bit Swiss Family Robinson design. Built it on a strict budget, the same as everything else. We've sloped it at the back so that when they lay an egg it rolls to the front. I have looked into rigging up something for like automatic feeder and watering, but it's not a hardship anyway. They're all quite active this morning because they haven't been fed yet. That's good. About 90, I'd say just over 90 in here, and we normally get between 50 and 60 eggs a day. We have got a little light at the top there. We put that on for about an extra 2 hours at night. Nothing to do with bugs or anything like that, it's just if you can prolong the daylight hours then you get more eggs. Right then, here we are. We're in sort of like a raising juvenile area. It's currently not being utilised. This is where we brought up the chicks and the ducklings, and then we gradually moved them outside. But they're looking nice and healthy. They like to peck Toon's rings. They're a little bit flighty, but if they do get out, they're not too bad to catch. We have lost a few quail when we first got them, so now in our village there's a few wild quail in the sugarcane and surrounding areas. Apparently that's the boy.
Yeah.
After he's had his wicked way, he normally does that noise.
Look at it. They just land on it.
Oh, these shells are very, very thin. Easily cracked. So that'll be eaten quite quickly. We love quail eggs. They're one of the healthiest eggs for you to eat as well. But you may get a little bit tedious peeling 1,000 quail eggs a day. But give them a go. We currently sell 100 quail eggs for 70 baht a pop. We also do a little promotion to new...
Can you go sit over that side?
Yeah, a promotion for new customers who buy chicken and duck eggs. We put a few free quail eggs in there as well. Toon also makes salt quail eggs, which are very, very good. Chickens like to come in here as well, help themselves to any surplus food that gets scratched around. The quail are quite happy on the ground, and they're one of the few birds that we keep that eat everything, as in the ants and all the bugs. The chickens are quite choosy. They tend not to eat the ants. They'll eat the termites, but not the ants. So good stuff. So 12 ready to go into the big cage. I quite like quail. They're not very noisy. I know they peck you a little bit. Their beaks are quite sharp, but I think they're lovely little birds. Good eating as well, although Toon doesn't eat them. And compared to chickens and ducks, they lay incredibly early, as in at 7 weeks old. Whereas your ducks and chickens, you're looking at about five months upwards. Right, let's get these in the big cage, missus.
Toon. 3. Oh, this big one. Heavy. 5. 6. 7. Oi! Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that giant.
Frogging quail.
Yeah. fucking cage.
So how do you know what's a boy, what's a girl? Unless you see them cock-a-doodling.
Yeah, it's got here. Yeah, no penis.
So no penis are girls then? Very technical. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is been bouncing a few emails back and forth with Gordon Tickle, and I just let him know that up until about 2 weeks ago, I didn't know that on your YouTube channel there's a messages folder. So we've been up and running a year last April. You can imagine how many messages we had in the folder, which I never knew existed. There were hundreds in there. So once I discovered it, I opened it and I saw a message from Gordon along with lots of others, but I only read about 4 or 5 because a lot of the messages that were in there weren't that nice. It was a bit like, do you remember that film Constantine with Keanu Reeves, when he wanted to go to the underworld? He put his feet in a bowl of water and held a cat and stared into its eyes, and then that transported him to a demonic plane, I suppose. It's a bit like that looking in there. So I didn't reply to anyone, I don't think, maybe 1 or 2, but I dropped Gordon an email saying that, look, you know, I wasn't ignoring you, and his message was along the lines of telling me about his little charity thing. Well, not so little now. Bethany, I think, is it like a children's home or orphanage or something like that? Now, it sounds a bit vague, guys, and I explained to Gordon, I don't watch any YouTube videos these days at all, bar Mr. Box Presents. He's the only one that I watch, and basically it's because it's all based on me. No, it's not. There's a few reasons being, but let's just say I keep my nose out of other vloggers' channels these days. So Gordon asked if I could give a bit of a shout out, and it got me thinking. I used to do shout outs and they proved quite popular, but I'm not going to get involved in that in the same format anymore. What I intend to do is take advantage, fellas, of the Facebook group, so you can promote anything you like on there, whether it be your YouTube channel, your Facebook page or group. If you've got like a Thai business, I don't know, perhaps you sell, I don't know, fertilised eggs or cows, or you're trying to shift something or this or that, no problem at all, but don't be spammy. Yeah, if you've got a YouTube channel, just give a bit of a description and a link to your home page or something. Don't start spamming every single video that you do, because I now nominate as Chief Snitch Mick from Thailand, because he always watches, nearly always him watches our YouTube channel first. So if he sees anything spammy, please Mick, snitch on them and then they'll be removed. Okay, just be careful, guys. If you start putting links on there, they might go to junk folder, certainly on the YouTube channel, and I'm certainly not going into the junk folder. That is a dangerous place for any person to have a butcher's in there. That's worse than Constantine video, that is. Some of the reasons being, well, one of the main reasons being, I'm offering this up to you guys, is that when I was back in the UK and I was really missing Toon and the life out here, I found it quite hard to get enough Thai fix media-wise. You know, there are groups, there are YouTube channels and all that sort of, but of course me and Toon are really into the rural life side of things, and I was really struggling to get hold of enough videos and, well, any sort of like digital media to get my fix. So I think if you've got stuff out there, then give it a little push, and if it helps, then that's great. So I recommend the best way for you to do it is when we post a video, you're more than welcome to pop something in the comments just saying about what you've got to offer, guys. And remember, if you put a link, it's likely to go into the junk, although I have deactivated links to go into the junk. So just type out with the correct spacing and everything the name of your channel or your Facebook, and you should be okay. If you'd like to post something on the Facebook group, not our Porpeang Farm page, the group, fine with that as well, guys. No problem at all. You all seem to be enjoying the group. It was designed purely for you guys. Yeah, me and Toon have a nosy in there, but you can see now, just from I think about a week, there's over 40 of you members. I think we're up to 43, 44 members already. Remember, if you're struggling to find it, just select the group tab in Facebook and then pop in the search Rural Life Thailand. That should take you straight to it. If you've done it before and you weren't added, or the group looked pants because there was no one in there, it was probably my first attempt or two of setting up the group, which I deleted. So if you've tried and failed, try again, guys. And I've made sure that there's only one group there now, so you should get straight there, and then I'll add you to the group as soon as possible. I check it a few times a day, so no problem. A few of you, although you tried to comment on the last video, which was a bad day in Thailand, because they were deactivated, you tracked me down on the Facebook group and you sent a chin up comment or two. We do really appreciate that, guys, as always. Your input and that is and support is not taken for granted, that's for sure. It's just that, now and again when you have a bad day, I still want to share it with you. But that day I was saying to Gordon, I just fancied having a few cold beers and feel sorry for myself and rest my achy bones. So it doesn't happen very often. Well, that was the first time they've been deactivated. I can't promise that it will never happen again. But the thing is, with our channel, I'm sure most of you agree, the comment section is probably the best bit. It's better than these rubbish videos anyway, that's for sure. So I did feel a little bit bad deactivating them, because the participation, I haven't had any chang for breakfast, is hilarious at times. Okay, so we're back to normality today, and we're feeling good. And look at the soil now, and we've got some more eucalyptus in place here. Me and Toon were out here yesterday, and the way we do it, just measure out a couple of meters in between, put a little bit of plastic on there, pull it tight, and then we have 3 meters between each row, which is just enough room for Caesar to do 2 runs down there. We could have made it short and have 1 run, but to get the soil chopped up nicely, we want 1 run that way and then a 1 coming back the other way. So it's just a little bit wider than the tractor. We've also left 6 meters where that gap is there, all the way down here, and that's hopefully going to be used for the Barra Bloody Mandy pond, so the macro can come in there, and also they'll drive up onto the surrounding area of where the lake's going to be finished off, so it gives them an area to drive in and out and get some trucks in and out as well. Once that's all done, touch wood, then we'll put another line of eucalyptus back in here. This whole area isn't going to be eucalyptus. We've got all the bamboo over there. We're going to put about another 20 or 30 trees in there, and then we've got a line of fruit trees that we've begun here. At present we've got 3 mango trees, and we've got a miom down there. We're going to carry that on here. Then we've got a line of eucalyptus, then the road, which will be filled later, then more eucalyptus, and we're going to take this up to just shy of where the Barrabladi Mandy pond's going to be, and then I'd like about another 50 or so bananas. It's not that I've got a banana fetish, guys. Well, maybe I have for growing them. It's just that we're keeping so many ducks, geese and chickens and what like. We need loads and loads of old banana trees to chop up and feed to them to pad out the food that they have. Okay, I think that's it for today. Happy times. Take care, guys. Again, thanks very much for watching. And have a look in the comments section. Feel free to give your whatever a push down there. And good luck. Hope it helps a little bit. I remember what it was like a year last April trying to get our channel off the ground. It's flipping hard work. So I know what you're going through. I know a few of you have already said previously that you're thinking about setting up a channel. Give it a go. It's a great way of storing all your memories for free. YouTube's, you know, it's unlimited what you can put on there regarding sort of like size of files and that. And we certainly look back quite regularly, probably a couple of times a month, on stuff that we've done, and it's a bit of a giggle for us. If we'd have just left them on the hard drive or put photos in an album, we'd hardly ever look at them. Okay, so I recommend it. It's been good for us. Alright fellas, ta-da for now.